Round two. Got the choice this time. We'll play first, and yeah, it's a good hand. Nice turn progression. Marauder into Familiar, hopefully Broodkeeper. Maybe I'll have a Hammer hand or two by then. That'd be nice. Opponent mulls and keeps at 6. Alright. No Elvish Mystic yet. Let's get that Marauder out there. Gotta lay on the aggression. Red, green. Another Marauder. Well, I was gonna say I could play the Witch's Familiar to make better use of the mana, but I think I'm actually going to play the Marauder. The reason being because even if I played the Familiar there, I would need another red source to be able to go Bloodseeker Marauder. You know what I mean? Since I have 3 black sources here. Makes sense. See if we can't spot a Hammer hand or something like that. Make this Broodkeeper a sexier play, of course. Alright, sir, what is your 3-drop? What do we got? Heat Ray. Alright. It's a pretty legitimate burn spell. Removal spell, rather. Flesh to Dust. Alright. Interesting. Let's get in with the Borderland Marauder, and then we'll slam a Broodkeeper. Kurd Chieftain. Pretty good. Just get a land off the top or an aura, and we're sitting pretty. I'll take a land. So let's get rid of this fellow before he becomes a bigger problem. Theoretically, I could have set up with a Bloodseeker, but... and a Witch's Familiar, I suppose, too. But I don't know. I felt like getting rid of the Chieftain was the better move. We'll find out. Alright, well, Living Totem. Not too bad. Suppose he'll trade with a Marauder, would be my guess. Guess he could just take 2, or take 3 and preserve his Living Totem. That's an option as well. Could have Crowd's Favor. No blocks. Now that one I'm a little bit confused by. I think he should have blocked there. I don't know why he wouldn't block there. Maybe he needs that creature though. Alright. Just a concession. Didn't force me to attack or anything, so... Huh. When was the first aura coming? Jeez. Not this game. Alright. So, green-red. Green-red fatties, maybe? I think we're sticking with the Crippling Blight for that reason. Tyrant's Machine, you know, honestly not that bad of an option. But not convinced. Still a little bit too much of a little bit too much of a mana sink to be worthwhile. I don't think there's anything particularly... someone said I was pronouncing that wrong. Particularly? Good. Again, maybe I just say that word too much. I probably do. Crowd's favor. Tyrant's machine. Sign in blood. I think we stick with the same thing. Try it again. Looks like a good hand to me. Opponent mulls to 6 again. Keeping at 6 and playing first. Still opening with the Marauder. Just a bit more aggressive. Wall of Mulch. Pretty good. Thankfully we've got the Inferno Fist, which will successfully walk right into that. So next turn, pretty sure we're going to be busting out the old Inferno Fist. Runeclaw Bear, well, makes things a bit more difficult. So I think we're going to go for the Crow plan with the Inferno Fist instead. That way, we'll have a flyer. No attacks. All right. Well, feels like a good time to use Inferno Fist. And then I think the question is, do I want to play a Generator Servant? I actually think I don't. I think it's wiser to keep up the Inferno Fist in case he can answer my Crow. There might be an argument busting out the Generator Servant here, but I don't know. I guess he doesn't have a red source. It's tough. It's actually tough. Because we have the Cone of Flame next turn, certainly seems pretty good to drop the Generator Servant. Alright, I'll play it. I'm going to play Generator Servant. Could be greedy. We'll see if we get punished for it. I just feel like we have potential high damage output if he doesn't have an answer for the Crow. Because if he does have like Hunt the Week, he at least has to make a 2-for-2 trade, which is actually, at this point in the game, I would say good for him, but... Oh, geez. The old Bloodseeker, huh? Well, I could just swing team. He probably trades here, and then he'll be able to sack his... I don't think it's quite time yet. So we're going to get in with the Crow. We're going to drop the Bloodseeker. And then pass. Interesting. He's really hunting hard for that red source, understandably. Didn't find it. All right. Targeting the crow. Interesting. Well, no value for you, sir. He did find his red source, though. Legitimately. Maybe he's got a Forge Devil. That would be pretty good, actually. No Forge Devil. Oddly enough, it's not the worst it could have been against us, surprisingly. But it's still pretty good for him. It's definitely still good for him. So the question of what to do. I mean, obviously I'm Cone of Flaming here. So we Cone of Flame one insect. We hit the Hornet Queen. Now the question is, do we hit a third insect or do we hit him? If we hit him, we get him in both Covenant of Blood and Lightning Strike range. And it forces him to block all three of our guys. And I won't lose my Bloodseeker. Or I kill a third token, he has to block my Bloodseeker, and he'll block another guy. It'll leave me with two guys on the board, but it'll leave him at 5 life? No, it'll leave him less, because he'll block my Borderland Marauder, and he'll have to block my Bloodseeker, because my Bloodseeker is going to be just enormous. So he'll take 2, and I think this one's actually better. Because if I deal 3 to him and I take him to 2, he's going to kill my 2 guys. But if I kill this third insect, he can only kill one of my guys. Because he has to block. I think this is right. I think this is actually correct. So we're going to lose our Borderland Marauder. But we're going to deal 2 damage to him, which still brings him in both Lightning Strike and whatever the other Covenant range. And we're still left with a fairly healthy army. So we're only losing the Borderland Marauder here. Not terrible. We're left with 2 creatures on board. And that's pretty good. So he's in range of some burn spells. All right. Still not terrible, but oh, talk about convenient. All right. Well, drew nicely and got the victory. See you guys in round 3.